Okay, hi guys. Okay. um, okay, I am trying to become consistent with my channel, with my YouTube channel. Um, and so I want to do so. I want to get back more into my painting. I got super burnt out at my job. Anyway, I don't remember what color this was. This is a 10 by 10 canvas with 1.5 inches, and I mixed up this beautiful blue color. I love it. But then I got some white paint on it yesterday, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. Ooh, excuse me. So, oh, I know what I forgot to get. Let me just get a little plate. I forgot to get something to put my paints in. Let me get something that I don't care about. Where is it? All right. It's kind of big. It's kind of big. So this is my. So I have all these little brushes. So whenever brushes are on sale, like at Michael's or at another place, what I'll do is I'll buy them. Like I have a Hobby Lobby by me. That one's stiff. I should throw that one away. And I haven't been painting for quite a while, you guys, so I'm a little bit. That'd be for bigger flowers. I want to do bigger at the bottom and smaller at the top, probably. This might be too big, I don't know. So I've got silver and that light pink that I did, and then another light pink. This is called rose pink. This is called light magenta. So I got silver instead of white, but what I want to show you guys is there's some different ways you can do flowers, and I just do them very basic. So I don't have an art background. My parents, my mother loved to tell me that I had no artistic bone in my body at all. So I come from a pretty negative family. So I didn't start getting into this. I used to do crafts and stuff, but I didn't start getting into painting until, I don't know, COVID or something. I'm just gonna ignore that. So, I think this is kind of small, but let me just show you. And I'll show you up close, okay? So here's one way to do a flower. So you just make like a C. Okay? So like there. Like that is a C. Okay? Make a C. Then make a bigger C around that C. And then make another, so I've got a C within a C, and I'm gonna go to the top and do a C. Like that. And I'm gonna do a C right here. Like that, bring it in. I'm gonna do another C. Like that. And another C. Making my petals a little bit bigger as I go. And another C. Oops, that one's kind of tiny. It's okay though, because flowers don't have to be perfect, because they're not perfect. Another C. Another C. Another C. Another C. Another C. Another C. These are big. Didn't mean to make it so big. Another C. Another C. This is just from doing little C's. Okay. Yeah. Just some C's. It looks like a rose, right? Let's add some pink to that. We got a little bit of pink. Hope that's not in the way. A little pink there, more than enough. Okay. Just gonna go outline it like that. You can be real sloppy with it if you want. What's kind of good about practicing this kind of stuff is this teaches you to kind of let go of perfection. Especially if you're somebody who was raised like, hey, if it isn't perfect, then that's no good, kind of a thing, right? I was raised like that. My mom harshly judged herself and harshly judged me too. And still does to this day if I don't think like she did. It was like, if I wasn't thinking like she thought, then there's something wrong with me. So as a little kid, you know, you take that on. But then hopefully you start to grow up. Okay, and then you learn you don't have to. Okay, so now I'm going to clean the brush like that. Bam, 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 bam. And then where the blue is, I'm going to go in with dark purple. Okay, so I'm going to dry this off. Or not dark purple. Purple would probably be cool. Darker pink. Okay. A little bit of pink there. Ooh. I made that paint. I made that paint flip around. That's pretty funny. Okay. Okay. And there we go. Boom, boom. I'm not using any modeling paste or anything. Let's see. There we go. There's a flower. Kind of looks like a rose. I would say that's more like a rose, or maybe it's more like something else. I don't know. And then this is a basic flower, right? Which I love to do. So I'm just going to do like a circle, but I'm going to make it a little bit oblong, like this. Still going to be round, but just a little bit more like an oblong, like that. Oopsie. Bam. See that? Not perfectly centered. Okay. Kind of a big, that's a big petal. Okay. Looks like I got a little rabbit right there, but I don't. When I do, I'm going to change it. All right. Bam, bam. Get a little into it. Bam, bam. Like that. Like that. Okay. Flower. Regular flower, right? Then I shaded it a little bit. See that? So let's add some light pink to it, okay, in here. For the shading, is it easier for you guys to watch that way? I don't know, maybe. See if I can do it kind of upside down from what I'm used to. So when you're starting out with painting, um, it's gonna look kind of rough like this. Like that just looks like I drew a line right there. I don't like it, but it's gonna look like that because you're gonna go over, or at least I do, you're gonna go over stuff so much and then it can change while you are literally doing painting to it. So, um, and then sometimes you look at it and you're like, oh, you know, I want to add different colors here and there, whatever, right? So, and I added some water to kind of dull this down a little bit, okay? So that it blended easier. Okay. There's that. And a little bit of silver. I dip my brush in water first. And when it dries, it'll look really pretty, like if you gloss your painting after it dries. It'll look super pretty after that. And I know it's hard to see it on my camera. I don't have like, I'm just at my kitchen table. I don't have any kind of like expert lighting or anything. But there, I got that. Okay. So we got these two flowers here. Boom, boom. Let's clean this out. Oh, I was gonna get white. I didn't get white. Oh well. Wasn't too much of a hurry, so I grabbed a silver instead. Let's just do a little one. Yeah, that's kind of off center because I did it too close to the edge, but there's that one. So if I was to take the time, right, which I can do, and if you have anxiety or anything like that, this is a great thing to do because if you don't like it when you're done, you can just paint over it and start over again. But doing this repetitive motion, like what I'm doing, right? Gives me a chance. It's kind of like when people are doing tapping and stuff. So it gives me a chance to not just focus on my emotions of what I'm talking about, because I am focused on painting. Does that make sense? So it is a way to kind of de-stress a little bit, okay? And, you know, I'm not like a major artist or anything, you know. I just like to paint. And I like to do fluid art. And I was born in the 60s, so I remember the 70s, and it really influenced me. And then I worked in a flower shop for 4 years. My last 2 years of high school, my first 2 years of college. So I love flowers, and I love kind of like hippie stuff. I don't smoke pot. I don't like pot. So, but I still have kind of like a hippie kind of attitude. So now I can do another one of these things right here. So I did like a C and a C. Remember I told you that? A C and a C. Now I'm going to do like another C. And another C. And another, like a C or like a half moon, however you want to call it. Boom, boom. Boom. Boom, boom like that. Boom, boom like that. And like that. And like that. And like that. Bam. Okay. Let's do another little one right here. Oops. I really got screwed up on this one big time. Okay, so there you go. Now, it's not very impressive to see it like this, right? Because you're just seeing the beginning. But if I go through and I do more of these and some bigger ones of these here, and then maybe like 3 of these, so maybe it would be good to place those now, and then place these bigger ones, I have the color or whatever, right, and go through it. It could look really cool when I get done with it. So there's another idea that you can do. Start small. Start with like a 4x4, 6x6. You can get brushes and then see how tiny this brush is, and it's pointed on the end. I don't know what style you call that, but it's pointed on the end. Okay, you can get them where that one's just flat. See, like that. That one's just flat. And then you can get that one's pointed on the end. You know, and then you can get them where they're at an angle. Do I have any of those? No, that one's pointed. Okay, that one's at an angle. See that? So like if you want to do something with the angle, but you can get like a package of like beginner brushes really cheap. at either Hobby Lobby or at Michael's. Okay, guys, I'm going to sign off. I hope you like that. I will see you soon. I am sweating to death. I don't know what happened to my... It is hot here, you guys. It is getting so hot in Oregon. My gosh. It's, I just turned my AC down to 74. Anyway, oh shit. Of course. Of course. That's my, you know, my whatchamacallit just falling out. My extension cord falling off of my table. It happened last night. Thank God it didn't happen until the very end. Okay, you guys. Peace. I hope you guys have a good night. I will see you soon. Give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe. I'm trying to grow my channel. Now I gotta figure out how to do this. I think I press X. All right, thanks for joining me. Bye.